KJ here giving you my first impression, my quick overview as to how I feel about this plugin here in front of me. It's a plugin called Drum Mica by Sennheiser, and I love it. That's just my first impression. I've only had it for about a day, so not much time to dive in and do the things that I want to do, but I will still show you the things that stuck out to me the most. Now, right out of the box, the ability to upload it inside a contact player is fantastic, right alongside with my other plugins that I love, which is pretty cool. Let's dive in. Now, right out of the box, you have all the different loops that you can build your song, for those who don't know how to play the drums and or can't afford a real drummer. You can definitely build your song according to the different categories. There's quite a bit of some everything. I like some of the pop stuff in here. Let's play that. This is actually funky. I keep forgetting you can't do that. I have to grab it from right here. Okay, so you grab it from there, and that's one bar worth something. Let's see what else. What does this sound like? Okay, bass drum doing a shuffle. Okay, so as you notice, I have Logic Pro X fired up here. It's doing all the work. Awesome. Okay, now this is the part that I couldn't wait to tell you about. You have the ability to change the mics on each drum, which is fantastic. You can change between the Sennheiser mic or the Neumann mics, which is pretty cool. Let me show you that. Let's see. And this gives me more of a high-end crisp. This got more of a mid. I'm gonna leave it right here. And what's cool about this is this little section over here gives you a description as to what these mics can be used on, and it goes in detail, which is pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. Now, just right out the back, the bass drum sounds thin to me, so I can play around with the mics. Now, I like this one. This is more of a fat sound, the E901. Awesome. Now, there's a mic behind, the rear mic. We're going to go with the TLM 170. Okay. Now, the overheads was what I thought was pretty cool. You can put two mics, the E914s or the KM184, or you can just put one condenser mic straight down the middle, or you can parallel. Let's go with the KM184. I like those. Cool. Now, you can do the same for the toms. You can switch it up, but we're not going to get into that because I don't have anything going on in my loop that I play in toms at the moment. Now, for the mixer is pretty in-depth, but it's pretty simple. Now, the first thing that stuck out to me was the view right here. Here's the auditor view, and here's the drummer view. Now, the drummer view sounds a whole lot better to me. That's just my opinion, but your opinion might be a little different. You can play around the presets here. They have, oh, not too far. Okay. That's pretty cool. Now, Down here, you have the reverb section, and this is the reverb down here. You can change the presets on the reverb itself, which is pretty cool. Okay, it's pretty cool. And for each channel, you can definitely dial in to how much reverb you want. And I believe this right here, I'm not really sure what this is, but it's like a proximity effect to me. Like for the bass drum. Actually, to me, it sounds like it's like a how wide you want it. Okay. Now, you must pay attention to which channel is being selected because you make an adjustment to the volume, to the hi-hats or something like that, doesn't mean that you're selected for that channel. So you have to go and actually select that channel in order to affect the EQ, the transient designer, or the compressor. Now, on the snare, I like to select the snare and play with the sustain because it's kind of choppy a little bit. More of a more attack on it, less ring. Yeah, it's cleaner. Now, for anybody else, you may want the ring, which is perfectly fine because that's how live drums are being recorded. You have the ring, so you can pretty much adjust this to how you need. Is the pans down here. And the other thing that I thought was pretty cool was the link. If you turn on the link, this is the bass drum, the mic that's in front of it, by the beater, and then this is the one in the back, and you can just do it like that, or turn that off like that and adjust them individually. The same for the snare. Which is pretty cool. Play with the EQ a little bit. Low on bottom. Yeah, sounds good. And this right here is the overhead, You can bring it in the center. Let's solo that. Or make it wide. Control how much reverb. Okay. This is a pretty awesome plugin. Here's the other thing that I thought was pretty cool. You can change the velocity slopes. So right now it's linear, digressive, progressive. Pretty much everything in your face. At that point, it's not a real drummer. It sounds more like a machine. So we're going to put that back there. But here is something else that I thought was pretty awesome. I can draw it in. Okay, pretty cool, ain't it? Now down here is the MIDI map. Change up between the different settings that they have here. Play around with it and see what you can get out of it. I believe that's for if you want to MIDI your electric kit. And this down here, which I thought was pretty cool as well, you can control how much your mic is bringing in. You know how on the acoustic kit, for the snare drum, you're bringing in bass drum, the toms, and things around the drum, which is pretty cool. It gives you that more of a human feel. And then over here you have the individual outputs. So in order for this to take place, you must go to the outputs inside of Kontakt Player and adjust those how you need to, and then, come back here and make these correspond with however you have it set up here. Okay. So that's pretty much it. That's my overview, my first impression. I love it. This is a very nice plugin. It's free. You can go on their site and download it. It's about 4 gigs in size, and this would be one of my go-to plugins. Absolutely. Thanks for watching.